Russia has a very big car market, and is in fact the second largest car market in Europe. However, there are cars that are sold in Russia, but not sold in the rest of Europe. So, in this video, I will be giving a list of 10 cars sold in Russia, but not in the rest of Europe. Let's get on with number 10, which is the Hyundai Sonata. This is a mid-size car made by Hyundai. We had the i40 in Europe, but that discontinued in 2019. This Sonata is sold in Russia, South Korea, North America, and other markets. In Russia, the engines are naturally aspirated, both mated to a 6-speed automatic transmission. One is a 2-liter with 150 horsepower, and the other is a 2.5-liter with 180 horsepower. Number 9, the Hyundai Palisade. This is a large SUV made by Hyundai, larger than the Santa Fe, the largest SUV the rest of Europe gets. It's sold in Russia and North America, South Korea, Australia, and some others, but not the rest of Europe. In Russia, they use a 2.2-liter turbo diesel with 200 horsepower, and a 3.5-liter naturally aspirated V6 with 249 horsepower, both mated to an 8-speed automatic transmission. Number 8, the Kia Carnival. This is a big minivan with sliding doors. We used to have the Sedona in the rest of Europe, but that left in 2012. In Russia, this has a 2.2-liter turbo diesel with 199 horsepower, and a 3.5-liter naturally aspirated V6 with 249 horsepower, both mated to an 8-speed automatic transmission. Number 7, the Kia K5. This is the successor to the Optima that Europe got, but got discontinued due to poor sales. However, they are still selling it in Russia. There are 2 engines to choose from, a 2-liter naturally aspirated with 150 horsepower, mated to a 6-speed automatic transmission, and a 2.5-liter naturally aspirated engine with 194 horsepower, mated to an 8-speed automatic transmission. Number 6, the Kia K900. This is a Korean full-size luxury vehicle, designed to compete with the Audi A8, BMW 7 Series and Mercedes S-Class. Russia is the only European country to sell the K900. It has a 3.3-liter naturally aspirated V6 engine with 249 horsepower, and a 5-liter naturally aspirated V8 with 413 horsepower, both mated to an 8-speed automatic transmission, and both have 4-wheel drive. Number 5, the Mazda CX-9. This is a large SUV made by Mazda. The largest SUV in the rest of Europe excluding Russia and Ukraine is the CX-5. This has a 2.5-liter turbo 4-cylinder with 230 horsepower, mated to a 6-speed automatic transmission. Honestly, I'd prefer a BMW X5 over a Mazda CX-9. Number 4, the Nissan Murano. This is a big SUV by Nissan. The Murano used to be sold in the rest of Europe, but left in the early 2010s due to poor sales. It left the UK in 2011. Now, Russia is the only European country to have the current generation Murano. This utilizes a 3.5-liter naturally aspirated V6 with 249 horsepower, mated to a CVT transmission, and has 4-wheel drive. Number 3, the Audi S6 and S7 petrol versions. The rest of Europe gets the S6 and S7 with a 3-liter turbo V6 diesel with 350 horsepower and 700 Nm of torque. The ones sold in Russia get the same engine found in the RS4, a 2.9-liter twin-turbo V6 with 450 horsepower and 600 Nm of torque, the same ones sold in North America. Like the diesel ones, the petrol ones use an 8-speed automatic transmission. Number 2, the Volkswagen Taos. This is a brand new Volkswagen SUV, not only sold in Russia, but also in North America. It's slightly smaller than a Tiguan, but larger than a T-Cross or T-Roc. The Taos in Russia will come with a 150 horsepower turbocharged engine with either front-wheel drive or 4-wheel drive. The front-wheel drive variant has an 8-speed automatic transmission, and the 4-wheel drive variant has a 7-speed DCT. There will also be a 110 horsepower version with 5-speed manual or 6-speed automatic transmissions. Keep in mind that the engines are different from Russia and the US. And finally, number 1, the Volkswagen Terramont. also known as the Volkswagen Atlas in North America. This is a large family SUV by Volkswagen. The only European country to sell the Terramont is Russia, with other countries having the Touareg, but Russia still sells the Touareg. The Terramont in Russia uses a 2-liter turbocharged 4-cylinder engine with 220 horsepower, and a 3.6-liter naturally aspirated V6 engine with 250 horsepower, both mated to an 8-speed automatic transmission and sending power to all 4 wheels. And these are all the cars that I could think of that are sold in Russia. Some also sold in Ukraine, but not in other European countries. To any European, which one of these cars do you think we should get for other European countries? And have I missed any cars sold in Russia but not the rest of Europe? Let me know in the comments. That's all for this video. I hope you enjoyed it, and make sure to hit the subscribe button if you haven't done so already, seeing that over half of you guys watching right now have not subscribed. I will see you later.